Welcome to day 13 of our 30 days of Photoshop retouching challenge, where I challenge myself to retouch for the next 30 days straight without any break. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to retouch skin naturally in Photoshop. I'm going to show you how to use the Mr. Brush tool to get the natural smooth effects on the skin and the best settings for that. So if you're new to retouching or need some tips and tricks to improve your retouching skills, then this video is the right one for you. If you like content like this, or if you find this video helpful, kindly like this video and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. My name is Akodedia, by the way. Let's get started. So I have this beautiful image over here of my friend that I shot some time back. So we're going to use this for today's tutorial. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to create a duplicate layer and I'm going to do some basic cleanups on her skin. I normally do this because I can go ahead and then create a fragrance separation, but then I would have to do the cleanups again at the end and it's going to take me some time. So I prefer doing this now. So let me make the duplicates now by pressing and holding Ctrl and then J. Like that. So we have layer 1 over here. So I'm going to zoom into the image. As you can see, there is a pimple over here on the face that isn't looking too nice. So I'm going to clean that first. I'm going to use the patch tool to do this. I'm just going to circle around it like this, and then I'm going to drag it to a much cleaner area. I'm going to go ahead, hold the space bar to activate the hand tool, and then just drag it around to move our image. Alright, so I'm gonna clean this as well. Just circle and then drag it to a much cleaner area like that, like this. And then as you can see, there's this patch over here that doesn't look too nice, so I'm just gonna circle once more and then drag it upward like this. Yeah, I think this is much better. We have some texture in it that is cool. We have this patch again. I'm gonna Control Z to undo. Sorry, Control Z again. Just gonna keep doing this until I get some textures over here that are quite okay. So I'm gonna maintain this and then this as well. Zoom out. Let's try to make this as natural as possible. Alright, so I think this is okay. I'm gonna move to the side, circle, drag to a clean area, circle, drag to a clean area, and then there's a little bit of sweat on the neck as well. I'm going to clean all this, circle, drag to a clean area like that. So I'm going to repeat this until everything is looking nice for the basic cleanups. Then we're going to proceed to the next step. So now let me zoom into her face once more, and then we're going to start doing our fragrance separation adjustment layers now. I'm going to create it now. So with the layer 1 selected, I'm going to press and hold Ctrl and then J to make another duplicate. So we have these 2 duplicates over here. So I'm going to hide the first one. Sorry, let me first rename this to color, and then hide this one, rename this to texture. Then I'm going to select the color layer, hide the texture layer, come to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then you're going to play around with the radius until you don't see so much details on the image. I think 5.4 is okay for me. Let me increase it a little bit to 6.2. That is cool. You don't see so much details. Let me zoom in. As you can see, it's blur. So I'm going to select OK like this, and then I'm going to come to the texture layer, make it visible. I'm going to come to image, apply the image like this. Then I'm going to keep this source at 13ps. That's the name of the file. I'm going to come to layer and then change this to color, and then channel at RGB. I'm going to change the blending to subtract like this, the opacity at 100, the scale at 2, and then the offset at 128. And I'm going to select OK. Alright, so we are not done yet. As you can see, the image has changed. It's looking gray. So we're going to come still with the texture layer selected. We're going to come to the blend modes over here and then change this to linear light. As you can see, our image is back to how it was before. Yeah, so I'm gonna come and then select the color layer, hold Control, select the texture layer as well, and then Control G to put it in a group. So I'm gonna rename this as FS, like this, frequency separation. So I'm gonna open it now and select the color layer. Before I proceed to smoothing the skin, I'd like to let you know that this thing over here is in my digital store. If you want it created for you automatically, you can just check out my digital store and then just play it. I have it in an action form like this. It's gonna open and then just click on it. It's gonna play or do this step for you automatically without you touching or doing anything and wasting too much time on it, right? So with that said, let me just proceed and then start smoothing the skin, right? So we're going to use the mixer brush tool to do this. So I have the mixer brush tool as my tools column, so I select it over here, and this is the settings that I'm going to use to clean or smoothing the skin, that natural vibe, right? So I'm going to zoom into her face. This is settings, right? So I have this as soft round brush, and then I have this at clean brush, and then this is deselected. When you select it like this, it's gonna always, you're gonna get a solid color whenever you brush, so you have to make sure this is deselected, right? And we're gonna select or make sure this is selected. This one we have here set to custom, wet at 56%, load at 35%, mix at 47%, and then flow at 30%. And then we have this, that's the pressure at 10%. All right, so we have our brush here. I'm gonna go ahead and then start brushing. So use the open and close bracket keys to either make the brush big or small. So you select the color layer like that. I'm gonna zoom in once more, and then I'm gonna start painting on it to get this smooth natural effects that we all like. Alright, so we're just gonna continue and let's just start brushing the skin like that. So I always advise or tell people that whenever you're brushing, make sure you brush within the tones of the image. You don't have to brush, maybe you have highlights, then you're just gonna brush the highlight into the shadows or highlight into the midtones. No, that's not what you want, that's not the effect you want. So you're always gonna make sure when you're brushing in the midtones, you're brushing the midtones. When you're brushing the highlights, it's in the highlights, and when you're brushing in the shadows, you're keeping it in the shadows as well, right? So you're gonna just continue brushing gently. Just take your time to do this. Let's check the before and after and see the progress. So this is the before and then this is the after. As you can see, there is some smoothness going on. We don't want it too much because we are keeping it natural as possible. So just gonna keep brushing like that. I'm using my Wacom tablets to do this. So if you don't have a Wacom tablet, you can as well use your mouse to do this. You're gonna get a similar effect. It's just that using the mouse is a little bit tiring compared to the Wacom tablet and then the pen, the stylus. So I prefer using that. You can get some in any store around. You can get it online as well. So I'm just gonna continue brushing. Now let's come to her nose. Zoom in a little bit more. So I'm just gonna brush like that. So mostly the settings that I use for the brush affects the image very much. So you always have to make sure, depending on the look that you want, you set the brush according to that. Yeah, this time around we are going in for something natural, not too much. So the settings we have at the top over here works perfectly for that. So we're just gonna maintain it, but then if we would have to increase it or decrease it, we'll just go there and then just change the settings. So let me just continue brushing, because you only get better with time, and then it takes quite some time to master it fully. Yeah, So I always advise that you take your time when you're doing this. Practice more to master the skill. Yeah, I had somebody was asking me, I had somebody ask me how to support me. I have this page at the Show Your Love page, that if you want to support this channel, you want to donate or just send me anything, you can just go there, and then it's in my it's in the description. You can just check it out, Show Your Love, and then yeah, I really appreciate that. I had somebody send me something the other day, and it felt good actually. So if anybody else do want to do this, yeah, the link is in the description. And I just want to say thank you so much to that person that's donated to me. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. Let's zoom out. Let's check the before and after. So this is the before, and then this is the after. As you can see, our skin is looking very nice. We have our pores and everything, and we have the smoothness as well going on, which gives it a little bit of boost. Like, it makes it look nice. So I'm just gonna come here to her neck side, and then just keep brushing. Normally I speed up this process, but then in today's tutorial I'm not going to speed it up. Just want you to see how I do it naturally. So just brush, keep brushing like that. Right, let me zoom out once more. Let's check the before and after. So this is the before, and then this is the after. This is the before, and then the after. Let me zoom in once more, and then just correct the tones over here. So this is how our image is looking now. So let's do a quick cleanup on the textures as well. So I'm going to select the spot healing brush tool to do this. I'm going to zoom into my image and make the brush a little bit smaller, not too big. And I'm just going to brush on the nose, the pores on her nose, just to clean it up. Mind you, you always have to make sure you maintain the natural look. So I'm just going to brush. Not too much, not too little as well. As you can see, I'm zoomed in, and as you can see, the brush is quite small, not too big. This part also plays a very crucial role. The moment you increase the size of the brush too much, you're gonna flatten most of the skin textures, which isn't that nice. It makes it look like plastic, which isn't too good. So I always advise that you make it not too big, but just as little as it can cover the parts that you want to clean. Yeah, I say this in almost all my videos, so please pay attention to that, and then just do that to get the best natural look. Now let me zoom out. Just check the before and after. This is the before, and then the after. Let me zoom in once more. Let's check the before and after. This is the before, and then this is the after. As you can see, our image is looking very nice and looking very natural as well. So that's basically how to get the natural look on your skin in Photoshop. If you want to go ahead and then remove more of the textures, you can just zoom in, the texture layer selected, and then with the spot healing brush tool selected as well, you're just going to go ahead and then just paint or brush the textures out. But then you're going in for the natural look, so I'm just going to maintain this like this. Yeah, so that's the tutorial for today. See you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now.